Hey YouTube, my name is John. Just wanted to do a quick video and talk a little bit about vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery. I had vertical sleeve surgery probably about 2 years ago, a little over 2 years. My numbers as far as my weight, I was 315 pounds. I'm 6'3". I was 46 years old when I had my surgery done. Now it's a little over 2 years, and my weight is probably about 210. I lost 135 pounds originally. I gained a little bit back, but I've pretty much leveled off at about 210 pounds. They did my surgery laparoscopically, which I'm sure they do them all like that now. There's the two different surgeries. There's vertical sleeve gastrectomy, and there's also full gastric bypass. I chose to have a vertical sleeve. They asked me actually what I wanted to have because when they approved it, they actually gave me the choice. I looked into vertical sleeve gastrectomy and I looked at gastric bypass, and vertical sleeve seemed to be a better surgery for what I was looking for. I did a lot of research on YouTube and read a lot and just did a lot of reading and a lot of research and watched a lot of videos about weight loss surgery and about vertical sleeve gastrectomy, and I just felt it was a better surgery for me. It was kind of the newer surgery, I guess. It's kind of the one that everyone's doing now. I think it's becoming the most popular as far as weight loss surgery, and it worked great for me. I just wanted to touch on a few things that I've seen people asking about, like on different YouTube videos and different forums and Facebook pages and things like that. The first and foremost, the biggest thing that a lot of people try to get across as far as weight loss surgery is it's not a cure-all. It's definitely not something that you can have done and never worry about gaining weight again, because that's ridiculous. It's definitely a lifestyle change. You need to learn how to eat totally all over again, and that is no joke, because when I had my surgery, I thought, oh, this is going to be easy. Like, I can eat, just eat smaller portions and there's nothing to it, No, it was a trip. It was weird. It was almost like strange, like the way you had to eat and the way you had to chew things, and you get some stomach discomfort and some things like that. And it was probably about 6 weeks after my surgery that before I could start eating regular food, like regular just regular food that I used to eat before surgery. After your surgery, I was in the hospital for 2 days. The first couple days I was on nothing but water and soup broth and liquids. And then they started bringing me like Ensure and drinks like that with a little bit of protein and things in them. Then I went to I could start eating like puddings and stuff like that, and more protein type shakes, and nothing with anything solid in it for I think about 2 weeks. Then I moved into soft foods like potatoes and things like that. And then you move into what they call the plastic fork food, which is anything you can cut with a plastic fork. So like any kind of food out of a crock pot, like beef out of a crock pot, or chicken, anything real soft like that, that'll cut real easy, potatoes or whatever. And I did that for a couple weeks, and then I was able to pretty much eat anything after that. But even after 2 years, I still find that there are a lot of foods that kind of upset my stomach. Almost every time I eat now, still to this day, after 2 years, almost 2.5 years, almost every time I eat, I get an upset stomach. Almost every time. And it's not like I'm going to throw up kind of thing, but it's pretty close. It's like some stuff I eat, it doesn't bother me at all, but after some meals I just I'll just be like, oh man, like a kind of a pukey feeling, but nothing even close to throwing up. Just a real crappy feeling in my stomach, almost like you ate some bad food or something. Almost every time I eat, I still get that, which kind of sucks, but it's a trade-off, I guess. And they told me before my surgery that some foods I liked before, I possibly wouldn't like now. And I thought, that's weird. It's true. Um, some foods just don't agree with you now. One thing I used to love before that I don't eat that much of at all now is ice cream. I used to love ice cream. I eat ice cream. Before I used to eat ice cream, shit, probably 2 or 3 times a week. I mean, because I was big and I liked ice cream and I liked sugar and I liked sweets and all that. And I can still eat ice cream now, within, in proportion, whatever, watching what I eat, whatever, smaller portions and less of it. But I just don't eat much of it anymore at all. I eat ice cream about once every couple of weeks now. My wife has it in the freezer all the time. I just don't eat it. I don't know. Maybe it's my subconscious saying, don't eat this, you're going to get fat again. Or maybe I just don't like it. But I don't enjoy it as much as I used to. I think it's a combination of the both of those things. But another thing I don't eat as much of, I don't drink as much milk. I used to love milk. I used to drink probably at least more than a gallon of milk a week. Big, tall, like those 24-ounce glasses or whatever. I would go through milk. I'd eat a sandwich and go through a whole big, tall tumbler of big glass of milk. And I probably drink a cup of milk a week now. Strange, but as much as I used to love milk, I just don't drink it as much anymore. Don't drink a lot of liquid now, not as much as I used to also. And that's one major thing they tell you is after your surgery, you've got to drink enough water because you will get dehydrated. And it's true, you do get dehydrated very easily. You definitely need to carry around a water bottle and just, a bottle of water wherever and just sip on it here and there because it helps obviously keep your weight, your food intake down and definitely keeps you hydrated. But a few weird things changed after my surgery also. One big thing that people find kind of strange and whatever is my laugh actually changed after I lost all the weight. It sounds kind of funny and strange, but it's actually true. I had, when I was big, I had like the big belly and my laugh was kind of, like a, ho, 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 like this big Santa Claus laugh or whatever. Now, it's the strangest thing because now my laugh is kind of like, like I have this, almost like my lungs can't fill with air. It's the strangest thing. I don't even know how to explain it. But my lungs, it almost feels like my lungs can't, like my lungs got smaller or something. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing the weirdest thing I went through after my weight loss is my laugh. And my wife used to just think that is so weird, but it's true. I don't know if my diaphragm shrunk or my lungs shrunk or what the hell happened, but whatever. I don't laugh the same, so that's kind of strange. Obviously, a lot of people have issues with skin and having extra skin. I didn't get that. A lot of people end up with the skin under their arms and the skin on their stomach, around their waist. I didn't end up with that because I don't know, I guess my body type or whatever. I did end up with a little bit of extra, I wouldn't even call it skin. It's just kind of a little belly, like a little roll, I guess, right above my belt line, about maybe big around as a golf ball all the way across, like just like a fat roll, I guess. Maybe it's some extra skin and some fat that never went away. But that's it. I lost 135 pounds and I kept the little roll above my belt line. So whatever. But I didn't get any of the bingo wings or none of that stuff and whatever. So I definitely lost a lot of fat, but I definitely lost a lot of muscle. And I think that was because I wasn't getting enough protein. One of the things that they push is you've got to get your protein as you're losing weight. You've got to get enough protein. And if you don't, you're going to lose muscle mass. And I did. I don't think I was getting enough protein. And I was getting a lot of protein. I mean, I was getting a ton of protein. And I guess I wasn't getting enough because I lost, like, my arms, my biceps, my chest, my legs. I got these like bird legs after I lost all the weight. My wife was kind of making fun of me, like, look at your skinny little legs. Um, but like I said, I'm 6'3", and I was 315 pounds. And now, 2 years and probably 4 months after my surgery, I am at 210 pounds. And I pretty much leveled off there now. But there's a lot of really good videos on YouTube explaining the surgeries and different surgery, different processes, and different information. One guy that you want to check out if you want to learn a lot about vertical sleeve gastrectomy or weight loss surgery or anything is a surgeon. His name is Dr. Matthew Weiner. Last name is spelled Weiner, I believe. He's in Michigan. I'm in Michigan. He's in Michigan also. He's not the surgeon that did my surgery, but he has probably 40 YouTube videos that are really good, really, really informative. Just he goes through just all this stuff about weight loss surgery, and as far as like vitamins and working out, and just a ton, just a plethora of information. Anything you need to know about weight loss surgery, this guy covers it. He's really good. His videos are excellent. They're very well done. You can definitely check his channel out and watch his videos. There's another woman who did a really great set of videos. Her name is Leah, and I think her YouTube channel is Leah's VSG Journey. Look for that. She's a riot. Foul language. Just watch. Make sure there's, you're not at work or whatever. But she's great. But she definitely throws the F-bombs and whatever out there. But Leah's awesome. She's really goes over a lot of information about protein shakes and food and workouts, and just really, really great at what she does in her videos, and really just goes through a lot of different stuff. She's awesome. So check out her videos also. Just search on YouTube for Leah's, Leah, Leah's VSG Journey. She's got red hair. You'll find her. She's a crack up. She's awesome. But you can find a lot of really good videos on YouTube as far as the surgeries and the process and food and everything else. But the surgery, like I said, my surgery took a few hours to do. I was in the hospital for about 2.5 days. The first day totally sucked. I was in a lot of pain. I just rolled around in bed for pretty much the whole day. And they let me out a couple days later. And it was all right. I mean, it was painful, but it was a slow process getting through the food and eating the different types of food, and getting to the point where you can pretty much eat anything, almost anything anyway. But one of the key things is learning about different types of food that will be good for you when you get done with surgery, when you get to the point where you can eat anything. Because, it's not very difficult to gain all your weight back. Not at all. 30% of the people that have this surgery gain their weight back, and they gain their weight back between the second and third years when you start gaining the weight back. And that's where I am now. Like I said, I'm 2 years, a little over 2 years post-surgery. So I noticed in the last couple of months that I did start gaining a little bit of weight back, and I'm kind of watching that now, making sure I don't get on that slow rise and start gaining weight back. So I'm really being careful. There's a lot of good protein out there, protein shakes. You can just find out what works for you. Find out what you enjoy the best, what you can get down, because a lot of people can't even get, a lot of stuff. They just have a sip of it and they're like, they can't get it down. But you got to find out what works for you. There's a lot of different protein out there, powder protein, and a lot of protein shakes and protein bars and stuff. Protein is the key. You got to get your protein first before anything else. You can have a snack here and there. Obviously, I still eat a little bit of sugar. I enjoy my candy once in a while. I don't eat anywhere near the sugar, the candy, the chocolate that I used to. I just don't enjoy it as much anymore. I don't know if it was a surgery or mental or whatever, but I just don't do it. I still eat some candy, but I don't eat anywhere near what I used to. I don't drink pop anymore. I used to drink pop every single day. I quit drinking pop 6 months before my surgery. And you can't have anything carbonated after your surgery anyway. So if you're a pop drinker, quit drinking pop months before your surgery, and it'll be easier when your surgery is done and you'll be off pop. Find a substitute, whatever. Drink iced tea, or drink a flavored water, or whatever you can do to get away from pop, because that's just a huge no-no as far as surgery and keeping the weight off and everything else. Pop is just so bad for you anyway. But if you guys have any questions, any comments, anything you want to ask, or anything you need to know, or you're curious about, whatever, go ahead and leave a comment below, and I'll be happy to respond and give you whatever information I can. I just thought I would do a quick video explaining my situation and what I had done, and try to go over a few things and try to help some people out, because it did obviously work for me. It was a huge success. I am keeping the weight off, but it's not going to be easy to do. I know it's going to get a little harder here in going in the next year or so, or a couple of years. So you got to just know you're going to do it, know you're going to succeed, and give it some effort, and you can get past, once you get past that point of get into a routine and getting to the food you like, and some things you like to eat, and keeping this weight off and getting in a workout routine, and that you can get over that hump and stay healthy for the rest of your life. So let me know if you guys got any questions or anything, and take care.